Mm-hmm.
That means we are live at this point right now, talking to all of our wonderful viewers about this
Like
project that we're
zero.
about to embark upon.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. It's be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't really played much games recently, and I'm kind of I don't know. Like, I'm looking for a game to play. Dota is just a little bit too stressful for me. Like at this point in my life or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and I want to have a game that I want to play with other people.
Ranked
And
ranked anxiety is real. I just barely calibrated as we were talking about the other day. Or actually,
yeah,
did I tell you that I finally ranked?
no, I actually did not hear about it. How did you do?
Legend 2.
Legend 2.
I
I
thought I was gonna do a lot better because the games that I was playing at, I had guessed that I was gonna be higher legend, like legend 4 to 5 ish, based on I was the only one uncalibrated in all the games I was playing,
yeah,
and I added up like most everyone was legends, but if a legend 0 is worth 1 point, a 2 or a 1 worth 2 points, like each. The
you just
rank itself is
averaged
one.
it.
Yeah, I just averaged
Yeah,
it. It looked like I was supposed to be like almost ancient, but I just got that. Like all of my games were just that mismatched, apparently.
yeah. I mean, placements are weird. Placements are so weird in every game that I played. Um, I haven't calibrated yet, but I did calibrate my party MMR.
How did that go?
I ended up Legend 4.
Ah, very nice.
But
That's about where you
like,
were before, right?
yeah, I mean,
Just
my
kit.
party MMR before was like 2.7, and my solo MMR was 4.2.
Okay, so that's
Like
that's
my fucking party MMR solo MMR discrepancy is so fucking large. It's fucking ridiculous.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Legend 4 roughly translates to just kissing 4K, or just barely over 4K, right?
Okay, then perfect. That's I'm looking for that. So at least placement for me worked out decently, I guess. Well, I got what I was supposed to get.
Let me see if I can find this. Yeah, on the Gamepedia. Okay, Legend 4 3920.
Right. Yeah, but that's my party MMR. My solo MMR should be a little bit more higher.
I guess
But
that's
yeah,
true, yeah.
I'm not too sad with that.
I was like 3500 on the nose in
Right.
MMR. Legend 2 translates to roughly 3640. So a slight bump for me. I don't play rank though, so
Yeah.
actually I guess I don't play a lot of Dota either anymore these days. So
Yeah. Exactly. That's the thing. I mean, Dota, I mean, I think for both of us has turned more to like a sport that we watch on TV
yeah,
and
yeah,
obviously
and are
commentate.
involved in, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't
Like
we don't
I
bring
love the
work
game.
home. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I fucking love the game, but I just hate playing it. It's just such a stressful game. Yeah,
But yeah, as far as other games, I've been playing a lot of PUBG. Of course, I'm riding
yeah.
that train hard.
I
As
just can't get into that game.
beyond that, any new games that I've played? FTL, I finally bought for myself. I've played it before, but
Oh
I
yeah,
finally
you've been
bought it,
playing the game a lot.
and I play the shit out of it. Great game, very fun game. Um,
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other game that I've recently. Oh, Planet Coaster.
Right, right. How do you like that game, by the way? We're talking about
It's
that.
good. It took a little bit to get used to. I'm
Yeah.
having a lot of fun. There's some stuff I don't like that there's not a like as far as the facilities go, there's not just a ready-made one for you that has theme elements on it. You have to sometimes you'll get a stand, like you want to put a burger stand in or something like that, but
Sure.
there's not a themed one there. You literally get a purple cube and you have to put the elements on it yourself. Like for someone who
Oh, so there isn't like a preset thing.
yeah, they're like for the
Uh,
most part, and that's the annoying thing is that half the time there is one, half the time there isn't one, and you have to
Right.
just put your purple box down and
Apparently,
try
it's
to
like a
add
single
elements to it.
developer making that game. So,
Is it
um,
really?
yeah, it's a single dude that made the entire game.
That is actually insane.
Yeah. Which is kind of plays more into that old roller coaster tycoon. You know, the original OG roller coaster tycoon was also made by a single dude.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a classic game. I actually
Yeah.
have the original Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It so much fucking like memories playing that game. Like I used to love playing tycoon games when I was a kid. Um, fucking Hannah did too. Like Zoo Tycoon, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Mall Tycoon. What a
I
shit.
mostly played sim games over tycoon games.
Yeah.
Sim Hospital and Sim City and The Sims and Sim Ant. Sim Tower is actually probably one of the greatest games of all
Oh, I
time.
heard about that. Yeah.
What's really interesting about that game is that it started out as a guy trying to create a simulation program for skyscraper skyscraper elevators.
Wow. So it's like a legitimate just a simulation, not a game.
Yeah, he wanted to. He was doing coding on, or he was doing simulations on most efficient like or elevator layouts and number of cars and in the game. And I'm sure this came into play is there was like express elevators. They only stopped every 15 floors, which made it easier for the elevator itself to make it up large things, because there's a limit to the height you can have an elevator, where you'll have to have it go up X amount of floors, and then you have to change to a different elevator that only starts on that floor, because obviously
Right.
the tension cable can only get so long. And then it ended up being so good that they started building more around it, and it turned into a full skyscraper building sim game, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
Right.
It's really hard to find, but if you download a game called Ute Tower, it's basically a clone of it,
Clone. Hmm.
and with some expansion stuff or some more expanded stuff on it as well. And that's is a phenomenal play, absolutely. But
Uh,
so let's take a minute. So we haven't been playing a lot of games, and so we decided we'd fix that. Here we are on stream right now, talking about this, getting ready to play a game. What's Golgi, as far as this, what are your goals to get out of some playthroughs?
I mean, first of all, fun. I just want to have fun, right? And like, I don't know. I kind of miss the days when I had like, it's kind of gonna sound sad, but I used to have a bunch of a group of like tight-knit friends who used to play video games all the time together. But I don't really talk to those guys anymore. And ever since, like, I haven't really gamed with people too much. And I mean, finding .p was kind of a revival for me for that for a little bit, but that was only for Dota. But I just want to be able to play some other games. So finding that kind of just like a group of friends, or just you and I who can play games together. That's first of all my biggest priority. And I mean, second of all, trying to like experience good games, especially co-op games. I think, there was such a big tidal wave of co-op games. I remember back in the days of like Left 4 Dead was popular, like, and then
Yes.
everything needed to have co-op, everything, and it was just like a normal single player game and like a shitty co-op mode thrown in. Like every game needs to have co-op, and now that kind of died down, and like co-op isn't as much of a thing. I think competitive multiplayer has become a really popular thing recently. I mean, with esports being such a big thing as it is. I kind of want to revisit and see like what other good co-op games that are out now. Since I also maybe even in the back in the last few years because I missed out on so many of them.
I'm just trying to set the channel up. Okay, Warhammer, there it is. Warhammer End Times Vermintide. 26 viewers that we have our pick of here for people watching Vermintide. Okay, but yeah, I just we were talking a while, and I know that you're really interested in game design and
Oh yeah,
and things like that. And I like playing a game. My main criteria for a game is, did I have fun playing it?
of course, most
Um,
important.
but I do like other things. Like I pay attention to those stuff, even though I'm not really good at dissecting it.
Hmm.
Like, have you played Ori and the Blind Forest?
No, I need to though. Like that game gets so
You
much praise.
absolutely need to.
Yeah,
It's got a beautiful art direction. The
for sure.
gameplay is good and challenging. The story is not like a super in depth story, but it's at least has effort into it and stuff, and makes you feel things for the
Yeah,
characters.
I think story is definitely takes a backseat in most video games, and I don't really weigh story very heavily in video games. It's rare for you to find a game with like amazing writing in it. I'm talking about like writing the quality of like great movies or books. I don't think video games are there yet, but I mean, it doesn't really need to be because video games are more about the experience, right? The
Yeah.
interaction between the player and the game, and that's what the game needs to nail for me. And if it has good story, that's just kind of like a cherry on top.
Blackheart wants to see Jesse. Hold on. Jesse! Come here, Pooper. Come here, Jess. Alright, I got him here. This is the good boy.
Oh
He
yeah,
he
see him.
absolutely loves sitting on laps.
Oh, it's a cute boy.
Down he goes. He hates that. Um, I I guess yeah, story isn't super important to me. One thing I do like is a game that has a deep lore universe.
Sure,
Um,
something you can explore.
exactly, yeah, and just finding out little things, making connections and even doing some theory crafting for yourself about the
Yeah.
lore, about how did this person get like this. Um,
Environmental storytelling is, I think, what you're thinking about. Like trying to figure stuff out just from the environment, what happened. Like, Bethesda loves doing that kind of stuff in their open
yes.
world games. Like
Um,
you go, like in Fallout, right? You see a dude that is dead in a lake. You see a skeleton in the lake, and then you find like I don't know, like another dead body somewhere nearby, and some notes, and you just kind of piece it together. What the fuck happened here?
Yeah, or in
That.
Fallout, like the vaults, and if you're gonna bring up Fallout, you have to obviously mention the vaults, where
Hmm.
everyone has its own story about
Yeah.
Vault Tech was using them for experiments and stuff like that,
Social
and
experiments.
anytime you
Yeah.
enter one, you're going to be you're gonna be figuring out what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some
Yeah.
more wine real
Environmental
quick.
storytelling is very important. Yeah.
But as far as tell me, so talk about. I'm gonna grab some wine. While I'm doing that, why don't you tell me about what some of your favorite? I don't know. Just talk to me about gameplay design. What are things that you think are important to gameplay design? What are things that you think aren't important? What are your pet peeves? What are your, give me some more information about that.
Well, I think, I mean, I love the fact that you brought up like lore and like environmental storytelling because I think that is very important for a game to realize is that a game is more than just a book, right? You don't want to tell a story like a book does. You don't want to tell a story like movies do. That's why, a game with just a lot of cutscenes aren't really considered amazing. And game with like lots of reading and lots of just voice logs aren't
And
necessarily the best
and
kind
super
of game.
linear games where it's just like
Exactly.
you're a passenger, not the driver.
Exactly. And interaction is the most important thing in my opinion when it comes to games. And the reason why people find lore and like piecing things together, environmental storytelling more compelling is because we are the person, as you said, we're the driver of that story. We get to figure it in our head, and there's that moment. Even in good writing, there is that moment. It's called like uh it's like interactive writing. It's writing just enough so it's not obvious, but the enough clues are there for the reader to read and figure it out is by themselves in their head. That makes reading a more interactive experience. So therefore, like it makes you more invested in the story. And in the same way, like video game can do that, but in a much higher degree. That interaction of as you said, going into the vault and finding these dead bodies and then finding like a box of like grenades or something, and it's just a simple thing, but you can figure it out in your head by the things in there, and even though it wasn't that very much complex, it just really makes you feel like you figured something out, and it's a rewarding experience that also gives you some bit of story.
Yeah.
And
A really good example of that is one of the vaults. I don't remember which one it is. I should know this because I'm a huge Fallout fan. But you enter the vault and there's just it's fucking plastered with political posters. It's vote for this person, but they're like
that's
the
the one
opposite.
in New Vegas. I believe.
It's a New Vegas, and
Yeah.
it's instead of you see the posters, but instead of vote for me, they're like, this person's a fucking piece of shit. Vote for them, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like it's so unexpected. Like, and you are super intrigued. It's a couple posts right at the
At the
beginning.
door of that vault, the first thing you see are 4 dead bodies, no,
Yes.
3 dead bodies, and a
And a gun.
and a voice log of people committing suicide, and that's the first thing that introduces you to this place, and it's a story telling you, hey, some shit went down here, figure it out. Yeah, just very chilling moments, and
Are you a big New Vegas fan?
yeah, I mean New Vegas. I mean, I don't want to sound like like everyone else on the internet, but New Vegas definitely is the best Fallout game to come out in the last. I mean, since new Fallout, right?
Absolutely
Fallout 3
agreed.
onwards.
100% agreed.
Right, it just nails the RPG elements
You guys-
better than the other two. That's the thing, right? Fallout 4 is just too shootery and too actiony and not enough RPG. And
Yeah.
you can even tell if we talk about the vaults in Fallout 4. I can't even remember any vaults in Fallout 4. They're so unmemorable.
Yeah.
It just everything is just like a cave. It's like Skyrim cave. You go in there, you just find enemies.
That's the best analogy I've ever heard. Generic Skyrim cave is how the vaults in Fallout 4 felt. Yeah, and then just the depth of discussion and stuff like that. These are all points that have been hammered to death about Fallout 4, but I agree with them. I really do. Is that the conversation was poor. You had your 4 options. You had yes, sarcastic yes, enthusiastic yes, and not right now, but I have to come back
not
later.
right now, yeah. Not even no, not right now. Yeah, that's the thing. And there wasn't really like an opportunity to play the villain in Fallout 4 either, which is huge, right? I mean, some people just want to play the bad guy, and if you talk about New Vegas, I mean, it's the same thing with Fallout 3. You didn't really have. I guess you did. In Fallout 3, Fallout 3 is better than Fallout 4. Like that's for sure. But like Fallout 3, you could at the start decide to blow Megaton or save Megaton. Either way. But like that didn't really branch out into too much more. But I felt like you could really play the outlaw in New Vegas because your choices really branch in that game into just being more and more a villain. If you want to, you can at the start you can join the Powder Gangers and decide to fuck up that town with the doctor that fucking
Good
saved your
Springs.
ass. Yeah, and then you can just go around being a complete menace. You can decide to let fucking Kazar take over New Vegas, which is fucking awful, or we can even be just a douchebag and kill everyone, just go for complete anarchy, or we can decide to rule Vegas yourself, right? There's so many options to be the bad guy. Not only be this good guy like in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, where I gotta find my daddy and gotta find how to purify water in Washington, or like I gotta find my fucking son,
Yeah. I mean that's. I guess that's really the thing about Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. It's a lot more similar to Fallout 1 and 2 in that you get your objective at the start of the game. Fallout 1, it's we need a new water purifier chip. Fallout 2, it's we need a GEC. You get your thing, start to the end of the game, that is your objective. Fallout 3 is very similar. Is mostly similar in that most of the game you're finding your dad.
Yeah.
Fallout 4, again, same thing. Most of the game, you're finding
Sean.
You're finding your son. New Vegas, one thing that it really breaks is that you have one thing on your mind. It's getting fucking revenge. You get the opportunity to do that extremely quickly, and then after that, it's just fucking open.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's what we're talking about. Like it's a game that lets you interact with the world. It really gives you the opportunity to experience the world where you feel like it and form the story the way you see fit, right? It's interactive storytelling. It isn't a game telling you, hey, you gotta go do this, you gotta go do that, you gotta go do this. It's more open. And I'm not saying a game can't be linear, but it's just that I think games as a form is most unique and most interesting as an art form when it's about interaction between the player and the game itself, because books can't do that, movies can't do that, no other art form right now can do that except games. And I do really like games when they can really interact with that. Like that's one of the reasons why I love Dark Souls so much. Dark Souls also is a game that doesn't give you much of a story, but the story is lore based, and the game mechanics speak for the story, right? In Dark Souls, there are these things called hollows. Hollows are these people, they're just like you. You're an undead in that game, and whenever you die, you come back to life. And you just and then the game is super difficult, and the difficulty is part of the story. And if you keep dying and dying, you lose your sanity eventually in the game. And if you lose your sanity, you turn hollow. And one of these just like shambling corpses just in the world that if you kill them, they'll also come back to life. Just constantly in this like torture hell endlessly. And in a way, because so many people can't complete Dark Souls and they end up quitting the game because the game is difficult, in a way, that's literally that player hollowing. That player dying so much that they get frustrated with the game, they let go of the game, they give up. And that character has basically become hollowed. They have given up on life. And that just such beautiful storytelling. The fact that the difficulty and the respawn mechanics in the game play into the story and the lore of the game, that is like a beautiful connection. That's like artistic. And I love that shit.
Yeah. So my game is done downloading. How are you looking?
82%.
82. Okay. We'll talk a little bit longer then. What is your favorite game of all time?
Uh, all time. It's funny because I think I'm just going to say franchises, I suppose. Um, apparently I like games that has souls in them. My favorite two franchises are Dark Souls franchise, and also the Soul Calibur franchise, which is a fighting game.
Oh, we've talked at length about Soul Calibur.
Dude, Soul Calibur 6 is coming out. And I'm so fucking hyped. If Soul Calibur 6 is good, I might try to go competitive in that game. I might try to go really hardcore competitive because I used to do some tournaments for Soul Calibur 5 and I fucking love that game, but that game had a lot of mistakes. A lot of people didn't like Soul Calibur 5 and didn't really take off, but if they can really nail Soul Calibur 6, oh god, I'm really really hoping it.
I've always liked the I get it's not the style or the mechanics, it's just the feel of the combat in the Soul Calibur games. It has felt a lot more fluid than in other games.
Than other fighting games. I think the reason for that, at least for me, is Soul Calibur is the movement. First of all, is very easy to do. Like in the surface level. I mean, when it comes to high level, like movements are like a lot more difficult. But if you just compare to like how a beginner feels like moving in Street Fighter compared to how beginner feels like moving in Soul Calibur, beginner wise Soul Calibur feels a lot better. And in Soul Calibur you don't need to do no combos to do damage. In like Street Fighter and a lot of these 2D games, you really need to know how to optimize your damage. In Soul Calibur, you can be kind of a scrub. It's kind of like Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
That game also feels good to play as a casual, but it still has a really high skill ceiling. Like both games kind of nailed that for me. And another important thing is, in Street Fighter, attacks don't really have a forward momentum unless they're a very specific attack. They're very stationary, and moves don't really have movement associated with them. Like movement and attacks are two different things, but in Soul Calibur, most attacks have a forward momentum to it. So spacing is a lot more easier and a lot more I think they make sense more to a new player as they play it, and there isn't as much like pushback when it comes to block, so you're not really stuck in like weird places, and yeah, just the movement just feels better.
Yeah, the those are all, you put it way better than I think I could have. What interests me the most is what you said about attacks having the forward momentum. Um, and I think that would be my chief complaint about other games. I think is that that if I'm attacking and I'm punching, I'm my feet are almost cemented to the ground with where
Yeah,
I'm attacking or punching. Whereas with Soul Calibur is my attacks can take me forward into the enemy,
yeah.
and I can. I guess the best way to put it is that game feels like it has a lot more momentum than other fighting
It
games.
does. It does. I mean, because I mean, there are the combat is based around a system they call like eight-way run, right? And the game has moves for like standing, crouching, jumping, and running and walking, right? Like it really does like gives you options while you're running and moving forward and stuff like that. And there's not sure if there's any other games really that has running attacks in a
Yeah.
fighting game.
And I think not just that is when fighting games had to make the switch to a 3D arena. Um, as far as I know, was Soul Calibur was one of the first ones to have moves, your attacks actually repositioning you in the 3D plane, whereas most other ones is you can choose to, move in the 3D plane. But I know in Soul Calibur there were attacks that you would, when you finish your attack, you would end up your character position would be at a 90-degree angle from the original position.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like when it comes to, I think Virtua Fighter was probably amongst the first one to do it. But yeah, like in the very early days of 3D, they're pretty clunky. But yeah, as they went, people started playing with the technology more, and yeah, I specifically remember what you're talking about. Like in Soul Calibur 2, for example, Taki, the ninja character, has moves that will have her moving side to side, like
Yes,
around the opponent. Or I
I think
think
it was
like
Ivy had a
Ivy has a lot of moves.
yeah.
I remember Siegfried also has, I think it was down down B, which also moves him sideways and he chops sideways a couple of times,
Yes.
which will let you dodge a move that's coming to you vertically. And there's like that like mind game involved in it, right? Like a vertical attack will hit someone that's ducking, but it can be sidestepped. And if you do a side swipe, it can be ducked, but um it will catch anyone who's moving sideways. So there's an extra dimension to work, and it's a very, I think, common sense. Like it's very easy to grasp that. Like as a player, it just makes sense if to a new player, right? But that concept I don't think makes as much of a sense, and it's a lot more difficult to get into when it comes to 2D game. When it comes to 2D game, the two planes are in 2D games you can jump super high. Like in 3D game, jumping is not really much of a thing. So like the jumping plane is like another thing. But
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, when it was a 2D game, you had forward and backwards and up and down.
yeah,
Then when it went to a 3D game, you had forwards, backwards, deeper and shallower,
yeah.
and up and down was pretty much removed. It almost just switched to a different plane of 2D game.
Yeah. So like jumping is like a lot. Jumping and ducking is a lot less of a important mechanic in 3D. In 2D, they still maintain very important thing, but the different thing is, in the 3D games, they really encourage you to try to switch planes and move forward and back. In 2D games, jumping is meant to be more of a tactical option. Um, because in most fighting games, jumping can be very easily punished, and they don't want you to be jumping very often. They want you to be jumping very strategically over fireballs or to avoid grabs or avoid certain attacks. Because if you jump predictably, there are a lot of anti-air moves in 2D games that will punish someone who are willing to jump way too often. So it gets frustrating for a new player because there are a lot of things you're not supposed to do in 2D fighters. In 3D fighters, I think there are a lot more things you can do, and a lot less things you're not supposed to do.
And yeah, interestingly, in 3D fighters, um, I guess the vertical movement has really been replaced by the directional movement,
Yeah,
and it's a lot less punishing in 3D fighters. As you said, a vertical moves or vertical movement in a 2D game needs to be very strategic, or else it will be punished very heavily. Whereas, as far as in all the 3D games that I've played, not horizontal depth movement, the third dimension movement in those games is a lot safer incredibly much more safer than it was in a vertical jump would be in a 2D game.
Yeah, no, it is. It, yeah, it's just a mobility I find in 3D fighters is just so much more easier. I mean, like, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I like Soul Calibur, and hopefully they can nail the new Soul Calibur. But it's very early. We only seen a few trailers of it, so I'm just gonna cross my fingers. And the other favorite game is the Souls franchise. I just like action games. Action games are amongst just they have to be my favorite genre of games. And I mean last year I think Nier Automata was probably the game of the year for me. I think that game is like slightly overrated. People I think it's like amazing, like masterpiece level good. I think it's great game. But has a lot of glaring flaws though. But the game was still the game of the year for me. It was really really good.
Game of the year for me is going to be PUBG.
I can't blame you on that one. Yeah, I mean,
I know
it's a phenomenon.
Yeah, you definitely have some very good critical points about.
If I'm critical about the game, I think the game is designed well. It's just not the game for me. I don't think the game is critically a bad game. Well, that one time when we were arguing about when I was critiquing, I was trying to critique it in the sense of a competitive esports game.
Yeah,
I think the game would have a lot of problems as a competitive esports game, but I think the game is a really well designed game for what it is, and I think it's really well done.
No, I mean I will say the points that you brought up are fully valid, and I think commonly expressed points of frustration, as far as the main one being that RNG is a huge factor in your enjoyment of the game. Right. If you plunk down in a house and the circle just happens to be on you every single time, you're gonna have a much easier game than someone who constantly is having to move the furthest distance possible through people. He's getting funneled through people.
And also another thing is those people who happen to have the circle around them can spend more time looting, while the people who are on the outside of the circle have to spend more time moving.
Yeah. Well, you haven't played a lot of it, so I will say after about the first or second circle, you pretty much aren't looting anymore.
Right.
Looting is actually a huge detriment at that point because you're moving through buildings which will have people encamped in them. You pretty much are just looking to find a spot, and this plays right into your criticism about as an esport, is what you want to do is you want to get to a safe position, and if you're playing it competitively, you want to stay in the game, so you're not going to take risks. You're going to try to move smart, and you're going to try and find people or sit and wait and keep an eye out for people moving, and then engage those people when it's a good time to do so. The end result being that the preponderance of people are going to be playing it safe, probably not moving, and that's not something that lends itself to a spectator sport. But at the same time, it also solves that problem by having 100 people in a game. Is that there's always someone going to be moving, and there's always someone who's going to be engaging someone, basically.
I think the beauty of PUBG for me is that in PUBG, losing doesn't feel that bad, but winning feels really good. It's the ideology of stacking everything up against you. So the thing is, when you lose in that game, it's like, well, I mean, like, there's like 100 players in the thing. I wasn't the top one. Whatever. I can just load up the next game. I can go. It doesn't feel like like in something like a Dota or Counter-Strike, where when you lose you really feel like you fucked up. In PUBG, whatever it happens, I'm not the top one out of the 150 people on the server, whatever, I can queue up another one. But when you win, you are that one top person in the 150 players or whatever. That's incredible. Like, losing doesn't feel that bad, but winning feels incredible. I think that they designed that incredibly well.
Yeah, losing even still feels incredible. I think the best way to put it is that there's a Steam review. Hilarious Steam reviews are always great, but the best one I read about PUBG is winning 1 out of 200 games never felt so good. Is that even when you play and you're playing it and you die? Let's say you die. Let's say every single death feels like you got something out of it. You learned something. You got a new strategy. You learned a new thing. You learned a thing to not do. Every single death has a little nugget of information in it that you just eat up. Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that's important in a game. I think that's one of the biggest piece that's missing in the competitive multiplayer right now, and the reason why PUBG is doing so well is it makes death not feel that bad. MOBAs love making death feel awful for you.
Yes,
They
they
fucking
do.
love it because the thing is, you're not only dead. You're not only dead. You let your team down, and also another thing is the fucking guy who killed you is now stronger and will kill you better than he did last time.
You died,
Right.
we're taking some of your shit away. You don't get to play the game for a while. The guy who killed you, he gets extra shit. Fuck you.
Yeah. Like that snowballing effect, and Counter Strike has that too. Like if killer gets
money,
and
yeah.
then he gets to pick up your gun, and you don't have a gun next time, and like that. It rewards skill. What that does is it really rewards skill because it gives you snowball. It gives to the person who's winning, and they're doing better and better, and it makes sense as a competitive game. But man, does it feel terrible to lose, right? So it's like having fun in like those competitive games really depend on you winning the game, and it makes it so stressful, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
And like that's the beauty of I think games like PUBG or like Battlefield franchise of EA. Unfortunately, that was one of my favorite franchises for a while, but unfortunately EA is a complete garbage
Up
company now.
until Battlefield 2 was your favorite, right?
Battlefield 2142 actually is my favorite Battlefield.
That's respectable. Absolutely respectable. I will say Battlefield 2 was the pinnacle for me. Actually, Battle 2142 just kind of expanded on 2, right?
Kind of, yeah. I love 2142. I also enjoyed Battlefield Bad Company 2, which a lot of people say is good. And Battlefield 3 is like where it ended for me. I think after they added, the destructible walls, I think Bad Company 2 was as good as it got. And Battlefield 3 came along, which was decent, and then after that, it really started kind of going downhill for me. But that's mostly. But I would love to play a Battlefield game right now. But the thing is, I don't want to support EA. I don't want to support Battlefront, right? Which is a new Battlefield they're working on, basically.
I have wonderful news for you, Golgi. There is still an extremely active and burgeoning Battlefield 2 community.
Battlefield, yeah, maybe I should try Battlefield 2. Battlefield 2 I didn't play too much of. I kind of joined in Battlefield 2 at the very tail end of it, and 2142 is when I super got into like Battlefield franchise.
Mm-hmm. I think 2142 and 2 share a lot of the same strengths in that I think the biggest strength of 2 and 2142 and what Bad Company for me and Battlefield 3 and 4 was missing is the strength of map design.
Map designs in those games are so good.
The flow of the maps in Battlefield 2 was just so great. It had really linear. It's hard to explain. It's like they had very linear channels that they wanted you to go down. That was a team victory. If your team played better and went down these channels, it was a victory. But they also had alternative high risk, high reward channels. The best one being, I don't remember what it was. I think it was Strike at Karkand. There was one specific on the 64 player map. There was a big canal and there was only a single bridge to get across. And it was such a hard assault, but there were other little spots where if you were able to cross the canal in the water and make it across, you could duck for cover and you could start causing big havoc in the back lines. It was extremely hard to get across, but if you did it successfully, it just had a big high risk, high reward point alternative to the linear parts of the map.
Yeah, and I mean, I think good Battlefield maps are designed well with very intense close quarter areas and areas where like
that are more a
more
siege
open.
like, or that are a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, like
Like the
and
close quarters are a sprint where you're trying to where a big clutch plays and you feel like a big boss comes in, but
yeah.
then the open parts are a marathon and you have to like siege slowly, right?
And those are where like the vehicles are, and the game plays differently depending on where you are, and areas where it's easier for snipers to be, and areas, and you know where the snipers are going to be, so you know which areas are going to be safer to fight around, which areas are going to be more difficult to fight around, and it has just a good mix of where every class can do well, and I think as you mentioned, I think Battlefield 2 and 2142 had really incredibly good map design, all mix of that. And the problem when it comes to Battlefield 3 and onwards is that maps got too big. The maps got too big and too wide and too sprawling, and it focused a lot more on snipers and a lot more on vehicles. And um, not that I don't mind those elements, and they're very important elements of the Battlefield game, but it was too much. I want a map with like with a good mix of the two. And Battlefield 3 had so many maps, which was like, oh, a bunch of buildings here and just wide open field until the next base where you can conquest, capture the flag, and then a wide open field and another base just plopped out. It just was so sprawling, and it just was a mess to be able to get around without vehicles. So it really only encouraged vehicle gameplay, and then I don't know. That
That's
wasn't the Battlefield that I
that
wanted.
has always been kind of one of the main complaints about Battlefield from most people is that it is it feels a lot more vehicle dependent than other games.
Nowadays, I don't think Battlefield 2 and
Even
2142 really felt that bad.
even 1942 and Battlefield 2 had pretty significant requirements for vehicles. Battlefield 2, you on most maps there were very large open places and it was very hard to assault. Even just using a vehicle for transportation and not being able
Yeah.
to hoof it was a big part of the maps. Oh, Gucci's jealous of our wireless headsets, by the way. I
Matching.
absolutely recommend it. You can go take a dump and still be talking to people on your headset.
Oh yeah, this is really good. And then it just has a little knobs on the side that can adjust the volume of the games you're playing, and the and your communication devices are incredible. My
Car-
game's done downloading, by the way.
Carlton got an Arctis as well. Same exact
Oh,
one that
nice.
we have.
Yeah, oh, this
I
is fucking nuts. It's so good.
I recognized from the band on the top when we were on camera. I was like, "Hey, that's an Arctis." But so we're talking about the Battlefield games. Yeah, Battlefield 2, there's private servers up right now and it's I haven't done it yet, but it's pretty simple to just change it to points where to their server browser, and there's still thousands of people playing it and lots of private servers up.
Right.
Battlefield 2, which came out in, let's see, I was working at Best Buy at the time, so 2004, I think 2005. I want to say 2005. That game came out. Still a huge community. Although I'm sure there's still a CS 1.6 community, but I don't think that game will ever fucking die.
All right, I'm launching Vermintide, by the way. I wonder if there's a server that still plays 2142.
I would bet there would be. 2142 had a real big explosion in popularity, but I don't know what happened. It seemed like it petered out pretty quickly as far as other. I don't know. Battlefield 2 probably petered out just as quickly.
2142 lasted for a decent while, but yeah, I mean, when the server when obviously they stopped supporting the servers sometime through the thing. Game in full screen.
Yeah, I noticed that as well when I launched it. Settings, screen mode, full borderless full screen. There we go. You've got to set the display settings before you hit start game in that little pre-game launcher menu.
And that gives you a full screen option?
Yeah, it's screen mode. You've got full screen, borderless full screen, and window. It's defaulted to window. All right, this looks pretty good.
I'm excited
Start.
for this game, actually. Settings. Oh, right there it is. Full screen. Yeah, I mean this game has pretty good reviews, so I'm looking forward to killing some rats. Apparently, they're making a sequel to this game coming up pretty soon.
All right, I'm going to add our faces to this game, but not until. Or I'll just put us in the corners
Works for me.
until we get in game and can see where we need to go.
Though few believe it, the Chaos Gods, the Dark
We were missing audio from that entire segment.
Oh, what? How'd that happen?
Because I have to add it to every scene. I forgot to.
Oh, right.
Ready. Hello, Entresso.
By Sigma, looks like we got a full-blown invasion on our hands.
You
must
picked
make
a
your way to
perfect
the
time,
precinct
and
where
whoever
the
is
Magnus
hosting a
Tower
Silky
is
Paws,
located.
thank you.
Sound that horn and let the Empire know we're being overrun.
Hey. We just got this game, and we just got our asshole kicked in on the first one, playing hard, so we're getting used to how...
Oh, we got hosted?
Yeah, Silky
Thank
Paws,
you
who's
very
in our chat,
much.
thank you.
Yeah, we're
Ooh,
complete
that's
noobs
slick.
at this game, though. We are trying to figure it out right now.
And someone threw a firebomb at a giant march full of night rat dudes.
Storm vermin, I think they were called.
I'm not saying
Like
who it
storm
was.
troopers. They're called like storm vermin. Yeah, I think we're supposed to avoid the giant pack of rats. Unfortunately, we got destroyed. Rule
So
number 1, dodge. There
Is that
no
like-
second rule.
Is that like
Make for the tower.
I've been playing, you know, just you do the wiggle and back. Is that
Is there a dodge button?
or is there an actual dodge button?
If you begin blocking before you begin reviving and keep the block of you'll block well. Oh, that's really easy.
There is no creature more accursed than
Dodge
a
his face.
faithless comrade.
Like, so if you jump,
Oh.
it's jumping, but if you like jump while getting attacked, it's good.
No,
jump
you,
him
you
inside with
dodge backwards and dodge left
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Forward and jump will jump. Or forward and...
Does that give you invincibility frame, or is it just maneuverability? I'm assuming just maneuverability.
Yeah.
It's pretty good though still.
Boom. Eat it, rats.
Ooh, I found the medkit.
We should have been challenged by
Oh,
now.
nice. Yeah, those seem to be in short supply as well. Alright, so use space more. Got it. Alright, this should go a lot
This
quicker.
kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead.
Watch that vermin!
Yeah, oh yeah, it definitely does have a similar cinematic, at least, where like teammates are outlined in green. This is where you found those bombs, right? Are they not here
Yeah.
this time?
I found a potion. I found a potion of strength instead. Oh, there are rats here. Oh fuck.
Oh, it's big dude. That's how I feel about that shit.
Kill that fucker. Oh, healing pack.
You've already got
Oh,
one, right?
already. I already got one.
Hiding in the shadows, little runner.
It's good, we have 2 healing packs.
And we're not taking a lot of damage. Alright, we got this. I think we got this. We're basically pros in this game now.
Yeah. We know how to dodge
Blades
now.
of Sigma. The hordes are coming.
Yeah, this was,
Assassin.
Where?
Oh, what the
Coming,
fuck?
coming.
I jumped on his head! What? I did like a badass, like, fucking I jumped on his head and stabbed him, but instead he jumped on top of me and started killing me. What? How does that happen? I was on top of him!
Where is this dickhead? We gotta get him. Ow.
Forest folk have a talent for this. Every dead
Yeah,
rat man
so we are
strengthens my
typically
faith in you.
Dota
I
players.
hear their claws
We've been
skittering
casting
in
Dota
storm.
together for about 2 years. We currently cast the College Star League of Dota. And we were just looking to fill some more time, and Golgi really likes game design, and we really like each other, so we were looking for new co-op games to play. And this is the pilot episode of us playing co-op games together with the Brew Crew. And we ended up on
They're
Vermintide.
Is that
But the warning must
the
begin.
be looting?
We need loot.
Items back here, no.
Take out the
Walls.
rattling gunner.
Okay, so
Oh,
keep,
watch out, watch out! Gatling gunner.
Got it. Rattling gunner.
Shooting for that rattling.
Rattling. I fucking hate it.
Warhammer
Hug walls.
franchise really loves their puns. Watch out behind.
Okay, yeah. Vis said to hug walls, because obviously then you can't
Another
get
bird
surrounded.
in
Seems like
air.
Oh,
Where's
right.
that
swarming is a
signal?
huge mechanic in this game.
Right. Makes sense.
Watch your back, gutter runners.
The animation on them, like acting like little rats, is pretty good. You know, idols in the air and stuff.
Yeah.
I am Steam account. I'm Wyvrex. Just Steam ID is Wyvrex. And Golgi, what about you?
Golgi app? Are they
Golgi app?
listening for Steam account?
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm just Golgi app. Just spelled Golgi. Watch out! Storm and vermin.
Alright, so, okay, so it seems like the, yeah, the terrain's really dynamic as well. So they pretty much come out of anywhere. There's sewer grates, there's walls. They can
Yeah, there are
climb
a
up,
lot
they
of
can
ways
drop
they can-
down.
A lot of places they can clown car out of.
Clown car, yes.
It's like, reminds me of Left 4 Dead in a lot of ways. Like, in that game, like, zombies clown cars out of, like, washing stones and shit like that. At least, like, storm grates make a lot more
Yeah,
sense.
a porta potty, like 10 of them came out.
Yeah, like, not even 10, like, an entire horde of them comes out.
Come, Sergeant, to your feet.
What's that
Oh,
do?
one of our gooders is...
The armor is too strong for you. Aim for the
He and I
skull,
are
elf.
The armor is too strong for you.
Ammunition. That's why I said extra healing.
Oh, ammo here. Ammo.
One, storm vermin. Where's the ammo at?
I pinged it. It's
there.
up here.
Arrows are always
It's back where you
welcome.
found the healing pack last time.
Don't relax. That's when they'll pounce.
It was this way, right?
Yeah, let me go down this way.
Oh yeah, up here, and then
Let's stick together so we don't get assassinated.
yeah, those assassins. You do, oh,
They're
you
like
do charge
hunters.
attack. Oh, I should have been able to fucking figure that out. The storm vermin dudes, you have to charge an attack to kill
Yeah.
them. So press and hold.
Yeah.
It took me.
That's what the NPC's been yelling the whole time.
Oh, I don't listen to people. You know that.
Strangle it down! Never stood a chance. The dwarf got itself caught.
Assault fire.
Those stranglers like the challenge. Go for the smaller target so often. Smaller.
I know. I can shoot with my pistol while I.
Give me a scratch out. Ruin down.
I'm gonna go down pretty soon.
You've got your healing kit.
I'm gonna save my healing kit for after
Assassin.
I go down. Oh man, there's a rat assassin behind us. Man, I like their AI. They just kind of go and hide behind you.
Nice, got him.
Man, their AI is kind of cool. They just like when they know you see them, they go into hiding. That's really
Yeah, I
nice.
get to shoot with my sword.
potions.
Out, which is what? Speed, strength? No, I probably don't speed whatever I have strength now. Get him! Oh, I need to keep my back to stuff more. Yeah, the assassins have definitely been fucking bullying us, Fist.
Yeah, assassins. Yeah, are definitely the hardest guys to fight
What
so
a
far.
homecoming this turned out to be.
We don't know how they work exactly, and they really do sneak up on you.
Open shut!
Okay, I thought they like I saw them do a poofy thing, and I thought they like despawned, but they're still on the map like running around.
Assassins? Yeah, no, they just disappear. And they just kind of like come after you.
Yeah, but they're still on the map, and you can see them. There, you should be able to see them because they're just running around like that guy did.
Look out! And I'm
Watch out, yeah.
Leave them in play! The streets. Can't be a good sign.
This way would be best.
Incendiary bomb.
Oh shit, our dude's getting fucked up.
Still need your help.
Right there.
Where's the skill you keep boasting of, elf?
Down
And you
this
could just flame me.
No.
Watch those globes.
Ow,
These
fuck.
are
Okay.
6 holies. One less poison, Rocky.
I have no more ammo.
We need to go
Ammo
this way,
pack's
I
coming
think, right?
soon, yeah.
Oh, then yeah,
I'm gonna check in here.
I'm gonna use some more guns.
So many empty boxes. Oh, I can make this.
Let hatred fuel you. It will give you strength.
Home.
Sigmar walk with us. We shall not fail.
I made a mistake, I made a mistake.
But someone's getting fucking dragged.
Bastard done.
I got him, I got him.
Watch for gunners.
You gotta do that.
Good.
Fucking Pac-Mans, that's scary. They're like
Yeah.
jockeys, if you play for that. Oh, behind that storm gunner.
Where,
Ramming gunner, I mean. Watch out, he's
He's gonna die.
We gotta get to the ammo.
also, what do tomes do, guys?
Oh yeah, you guys, what did tomes do?
I picked one of them. I'm assuming if you carry them to the end of the game, like, you get some bonus or some shit. Ammo here.
Ah, beautiful.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
ready.
this is that fight.
Oh, actually, we should pick off these on the guys on the other side.
Oh, bless your aim. Nice. The Ratman will pay for this. Nice shot, Tory.
Potions.
Who's laughing? Oh, there's a hike master.
Yeah, I don't think we would at all mind.
Deserved.
Some of you guys jumped in. Show us the ropes a bit.
There's some storm vermin up there. I'm just gonna. You got aim for the head against storm vermin, by the way, when you use range attacks. There's one coming over.
I get to shoot him anywhere with the pistols.
Storm vermin coming our way.
For the head out. Those feeble attacks
We're
do
pretty
nothing.
clear. I'm gonna grab more ammo.
Supplies for our ranged weapons.
We have Untros joining our game.
Oh, cool.
Watch the Rocky fall.
They call these
Yep, entrance
arrows.
is in.
They'll have
All
to
right,
do.
let's go. I'm ready.
Is where is he?
Oh yeah, where is he?
Oh, we have to set him free.
Set free. Okay, he's right in there.
It's just like the Leopard Dead.
Yeah, we have to
But-
open it out
yeah,
of
we
a
have to
locker.
open the.
Enough for this hook dog.
All right, I'm gonna go for the. You cover. I'm gonna go for the girls. We'll go get him.
Where is he? Oh, he's
Here
far
they
away.
come.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not working.
You need. I thought your time was tough.
Sorry, what?
I just blew up our dude's bomb. Oh
need
no.
something?
No,
Yeah.
oh, is that Hannah?
Yeah.
Hannah.
Back on those dwarven legs.
Get up, okay. Oh man, that was rough.
So if you drop the barrels, they disappear?
Well, no, it looked, no, it, I got hit, I think, and it ignited the barrel.
Keep clear. I'm loving this.
We spawned the gore, what does that mean? Oh, you're just using them as weapons?
No, I didn't mean to, but I did.
Oh, what the fuck? There's a tank.
Oh god.
Oh,
we
my
fucked
fucking
up.
god, he hurts. What in the fucking hell?
I thought your time was tough, Vermintide.
That's awesome.
Do not fear the Batman. Fear me instead. And you elf.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh god, I didn't see that guy.
Just got wrecked up pretty good.
Why doesn't this guy die?
Thanks, Silky Paws. Thank you so much.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, that's fine. Antros is gonna come carry our asses.
I think, yeah, he joined at the worst time because we lost one of our bots for the, for that, Crescendo event.
Mm-hmm. What's up, babe?
Yeah, let's try that again.
Retry. Here we go.
The town is overrun by Skaven and everyone's asleep. Bloody catastrophe. Our alarm is the great big horn in Magnus Tower, and you must go there and let the world know we're under attack. Check on the
Alright, we're
nearby
just gonna
guard
follow,
house on your way,
Antra's
and with any
lead.
luck, they can assist
No, he
you.
says he will not carry, he will just babysit us. I think that's good. Then we get to experience the game, and he will stay behind, and if we're getting fucked up, he'll just jump in to, you know.
He'll just slap the fork out of our hand if we're trying to stick a fork in a socket.
Exactly. Keep us safe. but you know, but like won't do everything
Come
for
on,
us.
Lumberfoots!
Alright,
the
let's
terrace this
We
way.
still gotta
This
figure
Skaven will be
this shit out
sure to bar
ourselves.
our path.
They're only rots. Treat them as such.
Look, potions.
Potions.
I found eight.
Well, I'm leading out the game getting absolutely fucked up. Where is team?
I was just going around looting stuff. Oh wow, you lost a lot of health already.
Like crockery in that jar.
Yeah, like 12 jack dudes just came at me.
We should have been challenged by now. One Skaven fewer in the world.
There's a bombs
Potion of speed. You pushing a mite down.
healing draw. I haven't seen it. So I'm assuming healing draw heal you faster, but heal you less.
actually healed quite a bit when I used one.
Feeble attempts, elf.
Oh, wow.
Fuck. Jump. Shit on a shit.
Keep it up, soldier.
Yeah, I'm just fucking up this game. Oh boy. Oh, this has not gone well.
It's okay. We got your back. Holy shit. Ontro just one-shotted that guy. Oh, does he? I think he has a really long reloading rifle that can like one-shot storm vermin.
Joy. Bomb
They're
here.
like super long reload.
Anyone fancy a bomb?
Anyone fancy a bomb?
Ah.
Filthy, rattling gunners.
Medikit skills.
The gunner's dead.
Oh, interesting. That's good to know about drops.
Not dealing with that shit right now.
You're a gas rat. Good kill, but less fancy this time, eh? Protect the flanks in case they come from the sides. I'll kill the runner.
Holy shit, thanks for that. Oh my god. Ontro's fucking saved my ass. He shot behind me. I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's like, I just see a dead assassin just drop behind me.
Our dwarf guy has to run through that.
Did they kill him? I'm assuming they killed him.
So this is supposed to be a team of 5, but I only see 4.
Team of 4. It's supposed to be a team of 4. It's like
Oh.
Left 4 Dead.
Well, all the lore book was like set
Praise the
5.
comet. Ammunition.
Lores for chumps. The hog pit.
We'll be down here.
Man, the shield seems good. Maybe we need to block more. That's what we
Oh yeah, to block and dodge more probably.
Yeah. Holy shit, it is a horde.
Time for a
Did you throw a jar of puke?
You proved your worth this game so far.
healing draft in sight.
Oh, the healing drop, that's for you.
I'm
For
chugging
the
it now.
honor. Cheers.
Oh, there was 2 healing drops in there?
Yes.
Chop him to pieces. Let hatred fuel you.
The skin
It will give you strength.
Oh, no. Why do I go by myself?
I'm coming. Oh shit, that's a lot of storm vermin.
Oh, why are there so many?
Go for the head.
What?
On Rose, you're supposed to be babysitting us.
What happened? Why are there so many of them?
Shit.
Oh, I need an assassin as well. Oh my god. What happened? Why are there so many?
Storm vermin? Yeah. Yeah, what happened, guys? Tell us.
Also, I
What did-
screwed up. I shouldn't
what-
have got caught there.
What did we fuck up? No, we all fucked it up, I'm sure.
I got caught at the start, and then I started the whole mess terribly. Found a patrol. Are we supposed to like try to hide away
Oh.
from patrols?
Right. The town is under attack, and our best chance of getting the word out lies with the Magnus Tower.
So that's the same thing
There's
that
a
fucked us up
garrison
in that
there.
one
Warn 'em if you
boss
get there.
fight.
Make sure the Horn of Magnus.
So we
is
just
low.
that first time we were
reckon
just
will be
super
heard clear of
unlucky
the
that we
mountains. That's
happened to
exactly
encounter
what
them.
we want.
Patrols are
Right
nearly
there.
blind. Yeah, like last time when you threw the bomb at them, like they were almost like walking right beside us. So all we need to do is just when we see them, just make sure don't aggro them. They're kind of like witches. I don't know for that. Like you can easily just sidestep them if you know what you're doing.
Do not trust in hope, it will betray you. Only faith and hatred sustains. Here everywhere.
They're only rots. Treat them as such.
Good strike! Now, let's have another. Ronald, joy. Bomb here.
A garrison post. I'd welcome more allies at this point.
There's a healing draft and medical supplies over here.
I'm
Medicine
coming.
here, should anyone care.
Where'd the healing draft go?
I think you have a healing draft.
I had one already though.
I'll kill every one of them.
Ondros has a healing pack. I think he took one as well. Oh, they're coming.
Crude but effective, Sergeant. For a lumber.
Holy shit,
Oh,
that
yeah,
gun
that
is so
was-
satisfying.
The rat men don't want that horn. We shall gladly disappoint.
Ammunition.
What a homecoming this turned out to be.
Okay, I think we need to just stack on Onrose because he's gonna like cover the point of the shield and we just slice behind him.
The packmaster got what he deserved.
Ammunition here. Rose, you want this shit?
I haven't shot yet. Actually, maybe I have. Yeah, I'm full.
What the fuck, butterfly?
Hold your breath!
Oh, I'm getting tactics.
You ain't lived when that blabber touched you. Fight it next time.
You think?
Get out of here!
Oh, what the? Oh, horde.
Got some anger you're working out, elf?
Ooh, what's this? A lore book page.
We found a page of lore book. Neat. Poison wind globadier.
Elias, raging helm, you've a good eye!
Calm yourselves, lumberfoots.
Ammunition. I don't need it.
Like crockery, and that's impressive. There, got a runner. Go, get up!
But must you fall so?
Flashing rat.
What the fuck? Why did you go flying?
He jumped.
Oh. Oh, you can spot them.
Yeah, T. So yeah, you can ping them as well.
Yeah, that's nice, and because it reveals their location on the map for a little while. Like, we should always spot out assassins.
Rattling gun, move! Rattling
Rattling
gun.
gun? Where?
Rattling gun. The gunner is after me. You take it out. You're doing it wrong. Go for that head. Please, Sigma. The rattling's dead.
Man, that shield is sweet.
Crowds hide heresy, but an empty street invites it.
Oh, horde. Oh, wow, we get a lot of hordes.
Oh boy.
Come to me, he says.
A dead end.
Oh, we were just holding up in the corner. Oh
Shit,
no!
Shit.
There's
Oh
a-
god, I'm in a bad spot.
I'll cover you. Come. The secret passage right here. Come.
You need this, sir.
I have like nothing.
I owe you one, Kruber.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there's a secret here. Okay.
Not giving up now.
Well, now we know more about
Clacking
it. There's
again.
more secrets here.
Rattling
Would you get a? Oh.
Thanks for that secret.
Stone machinery.
That was really well hidden. Oh no.
Keep up with me!
I've slain the rattling.
And no on the other side?
What was that?
Dead end! Definitely!
I think Contro's a lot worse in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know how to talk back to
Does it please you?
Got the tome.
Chop him to pieces. Mind the hook.
Yeah, Entras, if we need to be power running through this
Here,
shit, let us know,
ammunition.
because
Glorious shot.
There must be some nearby.
we're slow as shit, I'm just gonna say it.
There's poison on the wind. A vile stench won't save you, Sky.
Don't go near it. Not bad for a skinny elf. Gas.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, what the?
That's a solid meat. And absolutely ignored.
I'm throwing this.
Keep moving, I got you.
Throw it, toss it.
You don't look too healthy, Elf.
The hint of finesse in that dough.
Game fucked.
How can I help you, Wyvrex? By the Arch-Lector's fist!
Hey.
Oh no.
I order you not to die, son.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Man, I got destroyed.
Oh, fuck. Almost
Is
my
that
job.
is that not common for that?
Oh, what the hell?
Thing's gonna blow! Right.
What the hell did I get blown up by?
Quicker than they look.
I'm an idiot. I had a fucking firebomb.
Alright, so apparently at certain event points, there's a chance to get these guys, which are called ogres. Apparently it's very uncommon to get one there, and we got it twice in a row.
Ooh-wee.
Brave as Umgi.
Okay, we can set
Thanks,
you free
Ranger.
pretty soon.
Yeah.
That must
Yeah,
be
I'm
the
just down
tower
the
with
road.
the
This is
hole.
where we found that patrol.
Yeah.
That was an event itself. Our final boss. So that's a bone napper guy or whatever. The taskmaster, the guy who pulls you away.
What's this?
Ominous music. I
Yeah,
figured that was the taskmaster, maybe not.
it's super ominous.
There are too many of them.
You can just tie it up?
And my legs are inside of concrete?
You did that's how we find you? You get captured?
Got a healing drop here.
Oh, this guy was less lucky. Oh god. Alright, rats, okay. I'm leaving.
Ugh, this malt
Gotta run
burns
up.
my throat.
Why? Why me? Why me? There's like so many of us.
Oh, what?
That's another
Well.
sneaker dead.
You're not alone, Golgi.
Is there a way defending us? Can you block? I wonder if you can.
I'm guessing you can block it, probably.
Ammunition.
You
Take
have to
all you
know it's
can.
coming, though, which I fucking sure didn't.
Or if you block right before you.
Comet.
They're about. I can smell them.
Post them.
Let's
It's not hard to believe you mayflies drink that sludge.
There's a horde.
Alright, so for the assassins, you can't just block, you have to push them from midair with the parry.
Walk perpendicular to them and they won't hit you.
Ooh, Luke died.
Well fought, Sergeant!
Ow.
Is this on our patrol?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Why do we always run into patrols?
For the order! Cheers!
There's a potion.
No, this isn't looking good for the mayflies.
Gust of wind catch you else! You're not safe on the ground.
Come back a bit.
You missed something, yes?
There's another tome.
Oh, wait, where?
There's a third
I
tome.
got it.
Did you hear that?
We have all three
Tortured
tomes.
cogwork. Did you hear that? Get out of the way, gun team! I've got the rattling!
Golgi loves the dark side,
Roof running and getting...
so probably standard fare for him.
Oh yeah, no, I don't mind getting wrecked by games.
A fine
There's
shot,
healing.
undoubtedly.
Ladies as well to take.
Oh, I hope it heals better than it tastes.
Poison gas. Look out! Bombardier! Smash that toy! Kill the strangler!
Ow, one of these guys.
Be more careful, One Eye. A cage would suit you ill.
Watch that Rocky fall! Jesus, it made a scratch out! Fancy! A bomb! Get your bombs here! Bombs here!
There's still something you're not telling us, isn't there,
Feels like
Elf?
we're going
It's
to
an elevator,
actually
yeah,
to
to
tell you
a battle, a final fight.
Have a
No,
care,
just
Elf.
further up
Or I'll
tower.
We're getting somewhere though. And there's a lot of ominous sound in this game.
I'll use my shield, you use your weapons.
So be it. Up the stairs.
Potion's bad.
Potion over here!
Healing. Warhammer.
Blades in the shadows.
Blades in the shadows. I'm assuming there's an assassin nearby. Watch out. Might be an assassin.
Good kill, Dory. My turn next. Gutter runner.
Gotta sound the horn, boys.
You should drink that.
Bloody thing off me.
Oh wait, I think this is final area.
Yeah, this looks like it.
There's a lot of healing items. Yeah, this is like in Left 4 Dead. Before the final Crescendo event, they give you a full set of health packs.
Dahlia's
Yes, you?
We got a strangler.
We're going down.
Okay, we will stay in this window.
Every step.
Which
I
one are you
remember
playing in?
this from my dreams.
Over into the window he's in.
You're in the window, okay. This little cubbyhole. Survive this game. Oh, this is like...
Still more volume to squeeze out of that horn, methinks.
Oh, this... I don't like this place.
Trapped, facing the horn.
Pray to Sigma.
So swipe, just keep swiping. Swiper, all swipe.
Oh my god.
Get behind my shield. Get behind my shield.
Get behind my shield.
Go for that! Under the stain attack! Judgment is served.
Slice it, alright.
Not by my hand.
Doing okay.
This is going alright. This is going alright. I'm feeling good.
Listen, the rat plague comes. Cousin Ockery would be proud.
God, that gun's so satisfying.
But these hardcats love their toys.
Watch out, hook rat! Rango's dead.
Oh, we're climbing over the top. Here we go.
It's a rattling gun. Nothing else sounds like that.
The rattling gun.
In a dying glory. You're making me proud, Sergeant.
Bonzo's this guy.
I hear a runner. Pack the rat beasts.
Yeah, he just sees like
Vermintide went.
special
Their stench does
rats
not.
and he just snipes them off with his cannon.
There's an assassin out there.
Oh, assassin. Watch out. Assassin top left.
I
marked him.
I was trying to mark him, but I hit the
I
chat
got the
button
gunner
instead.
draws near. There's a gutter gunner about.
One less assassin.
Got him.
Certainly healing.
Sigma saves us all.
Activate the lifting platform, boys.
Wait, he says wait.
Okay.
fight the horde first.
These are evil times.
Good! No one ever sings about
fuck is a
uneventful
dwarf doing?
days, and I'd like my tin to sing of my deeds.
Let us hope
Idiot
they sing
dwarf.
better than you then, Hold Seeker.
Don't jump, okay?
Come, Sergeant, to your feet.
Oh, what the okay, so if you jump, you actually just suicide because there's a momentum bug.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's like the opposite of that myth. If you jump in an elevator, you won't
Yeah.
die when it like lands. Except in
lands,
this game,
yeah.
if you jump in an elevator, it
will
lands
die when it
normally, you'll
lands.
die. Yeah.
Yet.
In the wagon. In the wagon.
I don't want to be in the
Oh, we did it.
victorious. That was cool. Oh, they said we gotta jump here. It's a rite of passage. If we fail, it's a rite of passage. Now we'll never be proper players. Dice.
We got it. Yeah, I collected one, and then we got tomes, so we get extra dice. Oh yeah.
Oh, are they just loot dice? Oh, this is cool. We get to loot afterwards. Twin Waywatcher blades. So many XP.
Karaki, Arizona.
Easy. Yeah.
Reap your rewards. Oh god, what do I do? Okay. I just roll?
By rolling dice in honor of the trickster god himself.
Oh, you roll all the dice you collected.
Right. Oh, and you will get the legendary at the top.
I didn't do that good.
Again.
I guess I did okay.
Oh, I got the second best item I could.
I got
It's a
a
bow.
fetish.
Oh, you got a fetish.
It's feet.
What's your fetish, babe?
Feet fetish.
Oh, nice.
It's skulls actually, apparently.
Yeah, like a mage's fetish. So you have like necrophilia? Is that what that is? Your fetish
Something
is
like-
skull?
Alright, we're going back to the inn, it looks like.
Increase maximum amount carry ammunition for this one by 30%. That's neat. Ontros wants to change character.
Or I guess he wants to know if we want to.
No,
maybe will try a
I'm
different
gonna
guy.
stick with my elf lady.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick with this guy. Take a look on the new
Yeah.
items. we got.
Apparently
yeah,
we- You can forge the items to make them better, because I have locked things on my item that I need to
They've got us
forge to unlock
completely
to
cut
be better.
off. No relief in sight.
How do I forge? Oh, there's a forge.
You found? Ah.
But I don't have the resources.
What does it say you need? Does it?
Upgrade. Okay, so fuse. Oh, there's fuse, which I guess you combine shitty items to make better ones. Salvage, which you can. Okay, salvage shitty items you don't want anymore to get
Okay, hold
material
on.
and upgrade.
Use, upgrade and salvage. Salvage. Okay.
Okay, I don't have. I need green. Also, you need to salvage items to make them. It's like disenchanting.
Yeah. If I are these items shared across characters, or is this just on this one guy? Does anyone
I think
know?
items are all shared across all 4 of your characters.
Let's go back to Cuzco, and just above the city of Cuzco is
Oh, okay. No. Look, it's got in the forge you can select your different characters, and the items are somewhat unique to them.
photo of Saxawoman. You can see this zigzag pattern of
So the molder fetish is available to everyone. I don't like it very much though. It doesn't look that good, so I'm gonna Make some slag.
place for, say, a giant airship, something like that, to land. Huge polygonal-shaped walls here too, and blocks that are fitted together. This is actually a
Kamish says that's where the molder fetish belongs. Is in the salvage bucket. Great axe, and shield. I don't know what's good of these yet, so I'm guessing there's a set of stock items that I can just straight up salvage, right?
Well, you can't salvage items that are already equipped. So,
Right.
Yeah, you won't be able to be left without a weapon.
Yeah, but it looks like every character comes with 2 sets of weapons.
Yeah.
And one of them, I'm assuming, is always better than the other.
They seem to be different. At least for me, one of them is daggers that attack really fast, and the other one's a longsword, which has, higher damage but attacks slower.
I noticed with my rapier, I never used the pistol, so I'm wondering if I should just use the 2-handed sword.
Oh, you might also there's one of the stats on the weapon is called targets. I'm assuming that's ability to hit multiple targets. So I'm assuming rapier probably has like low amount of targets because you're poking.
Yeah, targets. Actually, target's reasonably high. It's got very low damage though. I think I'm gonna try this Zweihander.
underground tunnels that go throughout Cuzco
And I don't know what to do with any of this yet. Flintlock. Nice. They can't have them equipped, so.
Yeah, I cannot upgrade anything. Alright, I think I should be good to go.
Go 2-hander this time around. Boom!
The map on the table will show you our current
Rapier is very, very headshot dependent. That's what Kip is saying.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
Gotta aim for the head.
I didn't even realize you could fucking sword headshot in this, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta go for those decaps. It's really hard to get consistent headshots. Yeah, the heads are moving so fast in melee. His great strength is in mobility and dodging. It takes practice, you can get super consistent. Alright, well, I'm gonna select the next mission, I guess. Oh wow, which one do I do? Contras, which one should I go for? There's a lot. Smuggler's Run? Well, let's try Smuggler's Run.
I like smuggling plums.
Comparing anything to Falchion is unfair. Looks like Falchion is the S tier of this game.
Oh, sorry, I readied?
Yeah. I will start the game. Fairchild got a fairly big nerf, so they're still balancing the game.
The world's gone topsy-turvy, with more Skaven in the city than beneath it at the moment.
Apparently Ontros
We shall
loves
use
a
this to
rapier.
our advantage and open up a supply route with the help of some
Yeah, I just hate with
smuggler
the rapier when you die and you drop it.
You're the
and then
muscle
the
of this
enemy picks it up.
operation, so go ahead and smash a path through the sewers.
Dota memes. Rapier dual gun.
Rapier has
Okay.
to be divine though. One hand hammer is pretty insane. Well, it looks like a lot of people have different opinions, so a lot of opinions is good, which is a good sign. That means
Yeah.
that means there's like room
It
to
supports
argue
different
which
play
weapon's the
styles
best.
and combat styles.
Yeah, it's a good sign for the game.
These sewers will be thick with
I think I need to
It's
touch
a
that chest.
rarity whose roots go ungnawed.
Yep.
Damn it, you took it.
You enjoy your speed.
No, I don't want my speed. I don't do drugs. Oh, this new bow pierces targets. I like it.
I don't like this. I don't have enough
Bum here.
places to put my back. Golgi, we're not over there.
I know. You guys left me behind.
I just want to like mega.
Holy shit!
Poison rats.
Where's Bombardiers?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Fart clouds. I am stuck behind the fart cloud.
You can get the sneaker on the side. No damage. Or minimal damage.
I don't believe in minimal damage. I'm a pussy.
With no damage, how about that? I took no damage.
I hear the swarm.
I hear the swarm. Oh boy. Oh, am I surrounded? Oh, I am.
Where are you?
I couldn't walk backwards. I didn't realize that. I'll use the Y-hander. Do you like it?
That's pretty good, yeah.
These are the stairs.
I'm not taking any hits so far, so that's a plus.
I wonder if... I'm assuming weapons have ranges.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds like a rattling gun.
Potion.
Oh.
There you go.
Healing drops. So many shots.
You're hitting the armor, Kruger.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
shit, I have a barrel. What do I do with it?
Head off. One more dead rattling.
Gods, big man's coming.
Ow, shit! Ow.
I thought the brute would never
Kill that gunner! I'm taking fire!
Get out of his firing line! Cover up!
Are we supposed to be getting this many ogres, or are we just, like...
Protect the flanks! In case they come from the side.
Well, we'll be really good at this game if we keep getting battle up. Think of it as training.
The armor is too strong for you. Aim for the skull, Elf.
Dead end this.
Look! Ammunition!
Is there like amount of times you can be down in this game and then you'll go into like a black and white state like you do in like Left 4 Dead?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or can you be like revived infinite times? I'm assuming there's a day where you have to heal yourself.
Groves incoming. This ambush reeks of desperation. I'm gonna feel good.
Every dead rat man strengthens my faith in you, Elf. Come, Sergeant, to your feet.
Our friend is being fucking wrecked by an assassin
will
over
pay
his
for this.
No, he can still be revived.
Listen,
Nope, he's gone.
Oh, that was Marcus Kruber.
Oh no, Ontros.
No!
They're coming. Burn them.
Time for a bandage.
Watch out, the
for you.
assassin is still
Escape
around. Oh no!
Assassin's dead. Watch for others.
Hey, Watcher. Help me up, wizard.
Not sure on the power
Please.
on Nightmare Plus difficulty. You die when you're on white. If you get down when you're on white HP. White H.
on your feet, Waywatcher!
Go down or what?
This better taste good.
Things got screwed up.
Elf! Aim for the head instead!
Right, Colin. Better shot with us, lads. story is not that The question is, will there be enough for us all?
Okay, my camera's back. I don't know what happened. My camera, like, it disconnected my camera for a while. And then it put me out of, like, full screen. Do you guys know how to put the game back into full screen mode after, like...
F11 is the
Wizard.
Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of blood around my camera. I think if I go down again, I die.
Not bad for a witch.
I wish we could, like, stop Alt-Enter. Oh, that worked. Thanks, Kivist. Your hero. Alt-Enter. That's how we do it. Because I went from, like, you know, like, full screen to, like window mode with borders, and that was... Oh, shit, I hit that.
Oh god.
War page. I love how pathetic you look
The
in your capture.
This isn't good. I could have done it myself.
Oh,
I
that-
could have done
Oh,
it
did
myself.
you heal me? Or did the bot healed me, I think. Thank you, bot.
What a good bot. Doing what I'm supposed to do.
Unbondaged you.
Unbondaged. Holy shit, that explosion.
The floors gets rotting stone.
The mage is cool.
Oh, it was
it,
you on
it was
Okay.
Ontros that healed you.
I had looked and I didn't see
A
that you had any
strangler.
meds, so I figured it was
We got the hook rat.
Uber.
There's poison on the wind.
Poison dude.
Suicide run!
Right, Archer. Aim for the head.
The gunner is targeting me!
Ah, potion. Look, ammunition.
The ratling's dead.
No ammunition. Do that.
Potions. Yes, I'm bleeding. Does it ease you?
Golgi, this says you're being a bitchy elf.
What is that supposed to mean? I'm an elf. I'm frail, man.
I only have one eye, but apparently I'm some kind of sharpshooter.
You don't need depth perception to shoot people.
A fine shot, undoubtedly.
Found another ball.
Alright. We opened the smuggler's path. I'm just gonna follow Ontros. I'm assuming he knows where we go.
Luckily, he's got a torch on his head, so it's very easy to follow.
Yeah. It's our waypoint. Medical supplies here. I want them.
Oh, I'll take that a good beating!
I order you not to die, Sergeant.
This map has been easier so
The
far.
Vermintide well. Their stench does not. Blades in the shadows.
Blades in the shadows.
Blades in the Oh shit!
Oh, speaking of.
Creature! Get off!
They think sheer numbers would prevail.
Sigma
Come
must
to the
have blessed
corner.
that strike.
Which corner? Where's the flaming head?
Where's Flame Head?
There's that flaming head.
Sergeant, that thing is armored.
Yes, fire is a great purifier indeed.
Kill the ratling.
Bombs away!
Nice bomb.
Get on! That's an order, Sergeant.
Get on to us. Got him. Wait.
Yeah, down.
What?
Just one moment.
Blessed Sigma! This elf does your work!
Elf dodge your work.
Stand ready!
There's nothing left for us.
When you play this game, some you'll discover 80% of Elf's voice line is just being a
Andros
bitch.
behind you.
Memory or stupidity that pushes you on, Sergeant.
Oh, watch out, assassin!
Shit! Ah, fuck me! Dickhead!
Dude, that was so weird because I was actually between you and the assassin. The assassin attacked you anyways. It's fucking funny.
Pray to Sigma. The hordes are coming. Sigma guides me this way.
You gotta jar that hook rat.
Ow.
Watch your tongue, elf. I'm not at my most patient. For the order. Cheers.
Yeah, the elf just bad mouths everyone.
Another vermin ball.
Oh! Leave some for the rest of us, Saltzpah.
Rotting lungs of a globadier.
Over there.
So
Globadier.
apparently, different weapons will let you dodge better. Some weapons will let you dodge more often than others,
Seems to be no way
which makes sense.
I'll give you that. Up there. This one.
Where's our NPC going?
Shut up and get in.
Shut up and get in. That was it?
Safe house will straight up lock him out.
Oh, that was easier.
No, significantly easier. Although apparently we just kept getting fucking destroyed, like by RNG on the first one.
Yeah, the first one, yeah, we got like tough stuff. I mean, we got a tank in this one, but that was it though. We only got one.
Apparently that was a common spot for the tank in that one.
Right. I don't have any special dice this time.
Yeah. I got 2.
I got 2 only as well. Oh, like a new bow?
I got a fireball staff.
Pretty cool guy. What he thought and claimed he believed that his lost son of Boo and that South America had been somehow much
Alright, Golgi, let's run one more and then give our initial impressions on the game.
Sure.
was kind of a Panama Canal of ancient times that was connected to the ocean. And then later, cataclysmic erosion that rearranged the continent. South America was moved thousands of
Alrighty.
years.
Hello.
Massive tidal waves all over the world and wiping out.
Oh, shit. Did you just what's up me, bro, after you shot fire beams at me?
this bow is much better. Oh, but it only has 19 shots. Oh, it's a longbow. Interesting. Wizard Tower next. Now we'll stick with the swift bow. So the long bow. I like having 99 shots. The Wizard's Tower.
Already. Oh, apparently it's a homing longbow.
So,
Oh,
you wonder why the
jumping
Ratmen
in
haven't
between
attacked?
dodge resets
Grey
dodge
magic,
count.
that's why. There's an enchantment on this place, keeps them from sniffing us out.
Heat-seeking
But
longbow.
the magic's fading, and that is far from good.
I mean, I guess if you only have 20
Find a
shots, you
wizard
better
and
make those
solve the
shots
problem.
count. So having a little bit of tracking is nice. Elf is the cheater character.
Classic Golgi.
Weapon with nearly infinite attack speed. Unlimited dodge on every weapon except
And
one.
auto-hitting on the-
And all
You would, Golgi.
Yeah, I mean, I just have the affinity for top tiers, you know? I wonder if this is even top tier, maybe it's like the newbie character.
Grey Wizard's lair, all right.
He's the bastion of
It just seems incredibly powerful when you don't know how to play the game.
Another dead rat man!
And they, just incredibly fast gets useless. Lumberfoot. I yell at you guys to keep moving Lumberfoot when I'm the one that's lagging the farthest behind.
Sergeant, that thing is armored.
That thing is armored. It's very hard to tell what I'm hitting at when everything's on fire sometimes.
I like that these rats have an education in
Another illusion. Trust me, it
Roman
won't be the
history,
last.
so that they can make sure to make their legion rats look like Roman centurions.
Hey man, they might not look like rats, but they're like
They're cultured, man.
yeah, they're cultured.
Yes!
There's a medical over here.
It's both top tier and new character. Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for.
Lowest skill floor, highest skill ceiling.
Potion.
No, it doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means it might be just dead easy and good. You know, it's like when Viper's good in the meta.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're going up, and
We are at the Wizard's Tower after all. Look at this map. This map looks really cool.
I haven't even been paying attention to the map design. I felt
Ammunition
a little
here.
bit lost so
A
far.
bomb. Needs must, I suppose. Wrong way,
Actually
dead
having a
end.
shot. I guess it's because I need to dodge a lot. Pretty good.
Look out! Bombardier!
A good kill. Guess I need to be faster.
Kill all you can!
Kill.
Don't relax, that's when they'll pounce. She's effective, I'll give her that. Apparently, you forest folk have a talent for this. Ammunition!
Something's whispering. Oh, watch out, assassin.
Assassin rat.
Nice.
Come here.
Where are we going, Fireface?
It's coming to collect me. Alex went back to pick up more ammo.
Potions!
Look at all these paintings. This guy collects art. Lots of edgy art too. It's like the people like Game Workshop. They just went to their like, you know, fucking guidebooks and stuff like that, and then they just bought a bunch
We'll
of
take that one. We'll take that one.
yeah, and then just made a bunch of portraits. Over here.
Did you play any Warhammer games?
No, I mean I played like the video games, and I liked them. I actually worked at a hobby shop, so I
Oh yeah,
sold
that's where you met
Warhammer.
Hannah.
Right over here.
Yeah, I mostly just do Magic the Gathering, but yeah, they didn't get into this hobby because if you get into Magic plus Warhammer, you're going to be broke very fast.
If you get into one of them, you'll be broke. Both
Yeah,
of them,
exactly,
you'll
you
be
know.
broke.
Do both. Even with employee discount, you can't.
Not bad for a witch. That globe rat is charging. Get out
We're
of
not
its
with you.
path.
We're caught out by the
Yeah,
club.
I dashed through the thing to kill the
Needs
poison
must, I
deer.
suppose.
Man, our NPC really likes lagging behind.
I did play. I played Warhammer 40K
Grey
so
wizards.
briefly.
The
I
Empire
was
of
young.
Magical
I did not have the
Spies.
money to really play it.
Didn't
Oh,
see
did
the
you just buy some
Skaven
cool
coming,
figures
did
because
they?
they're figures?
No, I got an actual army in the
nice.
codex and everything,
Face me,
but it wasn't
wizard.
a very good army.
Have you something to hide from the silver hammer?
Keep up with.
Found ammunition for you lot.
Found ammunition for you lot. There's a lot of ammunition.
Poison
Heal up.
rat.
A toast to the Emperor.
I have a tone.
I guess I'll just,
I hope it heals better than it tastes.
yeah, just heal even though I'm full health basically.
Ah, praise the comet. Ammunition.
All right, this doesn't look like a boss fight at all. This one dancing.
Oh, I'd have you in my regiment.
Blessed Sigma. This elf does your work.
There's a fireball waiting for the next rat that shows its muzzle.
Oh,
Potion
book.
here.
Tone
Neat.
up there.
Yeah.
There's something scampering about.
More you lose maximum life.
Assassin rat.
Assassin rat.
We've got the assassin!
We
Well,
got
Dick.
the assassin!
A few seconds is all I need.
Use that on Rose. He's probably better at this game than me, so I had to use it on me.
Oh, we're outside now.
Get the door open. We're in an event. Let's go. Break the chain.
Even well.
Oh, this isn't bad. Not bad at all. And we'll get one of those. Oh, and that one. Oh, that's most effective.
By the way, this room always looks different. For me, it even looks different than for you guys.
Oh, apparently this room looks different for everyone.
That's curious. It is a wizard tower.
There's a wizard tower.
Personally, I am in the burning town right now.
Oh, for him it's in the town. Oh, what are you in? I'm in the swamp.
I'm in a castle.
Is a great
Oh, weird, yeah. Ultra says he's in the town. I'm in a swamp right now. That's why I said we're outside. Yeah, I'm in, like, we're right in the, like...
I mean, we are outside, yeah, definitely.
Swine! Up on your feet, Gruber.
I wish you were an ale.
The question is, will there be enough reason?
Okay, you can go on.
Focused. Stay in the game.
That one reeks of grey magic.
Aim for the head. Sigma hand.
There's a bomb here.
There's a bomb. I haven't been using my bombs and potions as much as I should, I think.
Same.
There's poison on the wind.
Dwarf just sees mountains of...
Privateer.
Oh, so it depends on the characters, so that makes sense. Elf in the forest.
Foul warpstone
I
machinery.
saw a witch's castle. I don't know.
Blasphemy.
What it's supposed to be.
You see a witch burning on a stake apparently in your thing.
Jordan the gunner's
Oh, I
fire.
didn't even notice.
That's kind of cool.
Hitting the armor, Gruber. Take its head off.
That's a gas rat.
Not a good sign. Stand well back.
Oh, they'll burn. They'll burn.
This place looks curious.
Ammunition here.
I could use that.
They call these arrows. They'll have to do.
Man, your character is a snotty little bitch.
Yeah, she gets free ammo and she's like... just laughs at it.
Gosh, she must be a millennial.
Who thought this was the right way?
I'd rather some note relief, but this'll do.
Tome. You need tome.
There's a medical supply that you might want to heal up
Oh,
with
yeah.
that. And then take the tome.
Holy Sigma. Bless this ravaged body.
Man, you sound very fanatical about that. Bless this ravaged body.
Taking heavy damage.
Oh, this is weird.
Oh yeah. Oh baby.
He's got a hefty
Hell
sized
yes.
bag of tricks, this wizard.
Hall of Illusion.
Call the sergeant!
Help. Oh god.
You made
Aren't
it look
Junior
Holy shit.
fucked, are
Okay,
you?
that's it. Behind our dudes, our
We can't get him. We can't get to him.
Better than
we can get to him. Oh, he. Oh my
Lucy.
god, what am I
Yo,
supposed to
Lucy. Golgi. Oh no.
What am I supposed to do?
Fight! Fight! We found a patrol, I think.
He is with Sigmar now.
Headshots, headshots,
more than
headshots. You got it. Behind you.
Take them all. Have they no sense of discipline? Get out of the way, Rubberfoot!
Run through the map.
Run where? Oh, set free. Okay, I see you guys.
Yeah.
I gotta fight my way through.
That is
Oh.
quite a horde you've got.
A bomb! Ugh, this mulch burns my throat.
We'll have to come back
I
for
gutted
that
on it
zone.
drawers near.
Or not.
The Skaven's
I don't know.
faster than it looks.
Coming from behind. Behind you, behind you.
Oh, it's an assassin! No!
Can I? No, my god. Oh, what happened there?
We hit a patrol of the Centurion dudes.
Yeah. I guess I was supposed to dodge sideways when the dude jumped on me. If I dodged it, okay.
Dude, I think we start at the beginning if we retry, is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh boy.
You gotta go soon.
No.
You can give it one more try. Last try.
Yeah.
So I bombed them and they lagged behind me, so I wasn't. Oh yeah, he.
Listen, the
Antros
only
got
reason
wrecked
we've
by
been attacked is because of a
server lag.
bargain I
I'm
made
hosting,
with a
so I
local
think that's my
wizard.
fault.
His spells have
meow,
kept
meow.
us safe so far, but I reckon they're starting to fade. Find the old goat and persuade him to keep up his end of the deal.
Aunt Rose, where are you from, by the way? I'm all the way in Canada. He's in Germany. He's in Germany.
A deal with a wizard, and he's surprised it went sour.
Alright, let's do this. We're gonna go swift and quickly.
Come with me or sit on your ass. I'm off to blaze a path straight to the tower.
I'm getting the hang of this game pretty fast, actually.
More dead rats.
Why is that shop open, I wonder?
So when you're spectating me when you're dead, do you see in third person?
You're a driven man, Saltspire.
I have purpose. See that you don't interfere with it.
We've got the hook, rat.
Oh, Kavis has joined us. Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now we got a party of 4.
Typical grey wizard thinking.
Okay, you can just watch him.
Secret passage.
Just watch him.
Hey, watcher! Aim for the head!
Rattling gun, move!
Man, can you imagine how sore your arms would be
Oh god, yeah.
after killing all these rats?
Die!
Hit a gas rat.
Gas rat.
Found a potion.
Oh yeah, I hear the gas rat too.
The gunner's dead!
Here comes the rat ogre.
Rat
Oh
ogre.
boy.
Uh-oh.
Dead end it seems. Eat my bomb, rat swine.
Oh, making him fall down is a very good idea. Gives us a lot of time to DPS him while he's trying to.
Blink that abomination dog!
I thought the brute would
Yeah,
never
that was pretty
die.
easy.
Calm yourselves, lumberfoots.
Yeah, good use of this
ammunition
rain here.
Yeah.
Twitter's fast.
Oh, did you fall down here? Oh shit.
Look,
There's
ammunition.
fall damage.
What do I need to do? Drop? I need to drop, right?
Ammunition, should you have a
I'm fine.
cab?
Bomb here.
Ammunition!
You made a woman smile with that
Yeah.
Stand ready.
That's a horn.
Keep it up, soldier.
They're gnawing my bones.
Pick up the code. You can pick up all that.
Oh, neat. They can pick up items from the
Scenes from Mayfly. How fascinating.
Coloring is off. Dismal proportion.
Can I grab a gun?
Stay out of its sight!
Two sticks, Corellians. Aim for the head.
I've slain the rattling. For the order. Cheers. Face me, wizard. Have you something to hide from the silver hammer?
This is very dramatic.
I'll pick up that.
Found some ammunition.
Another dead end. We must
Another
not
dead
linger.
end.
Ammunition. Curse it all. The way is
It's frenzy. Sergeant, you sure know what I want.
one less stinking gas rat.
Healing draft. Oh, I hope it heals better than it tastes. Lumberfoot healing draft.
This better taste good.
We need to take
good
that
party.
gunner out fast.
Ammunition here!
Loot die.
Picked up a loot die. Oh, we're at the forest or whatever yours. Look for your witch this time.
Oh yeah, she's right here in the middle.
I like how that's what you feel like is home.
Stomach for a fair fight, Dr.
Whatever makes you happiest.
Soon be rid of the vermin with you.
Burning women.
It kind of looks like a dude though.
Oh, so it's a mage? It's a wizard?
Miserably.
Assassin rat failed miserably.
Found ammunition
Up
for
the
you
stairs.
lot.
Is this a hill for you or
Oh,
the stairs?
ammunition. Where's ammunition? Wow. Ammunition right there.
Feeble attempts.
The rat have tapped the toll
Aim
here.
for the head instead.
Told to come die.
Where are those furry bastards?
I heard a gas rat.
I hear a gas rat.
Hey, marksman, eh? She's effective, I'll give her that. Filthy gas rat. Vermin swarm.
I sense this door.
Another loot die.
Nice.
Alright, we better fucking win this one.
Healing drop here.
Draw,
A toast to the Emperor.
I guess.
Is that a gun?
Stay out of its sight. Get out of the way. You slay the rats with ease. Get your bones here.
Typical phantasmancy.
You got the hook rat.
Nice shot.
Those stairs still deep.
I'm in.
That was a joy to watch.
Burn them all. Potion cap.
Found it. It's all here. Fire burns gas.
Ammunition.
Neat one, Burfoot. It's going to explode.
Alright.
Dead end, definitely.
That end definitely.
Down the hole, down the hole.
Where's the storm burning? More trickery and disorientation.
I need to medicate.
This way, this way. Where are we going? We're gonna leave anything for the water.
My bad, my jump is back down.
Come up this, Skaven! We've got the assassin!
I got the assassin.
Oh, there we go.
Nice. Oh, there's more behind. That was good. That was a lot of stuff. Oh, we didn't take any damage. Barely any.
I could have killed him.
Okay, to take a grill.
Så ja, privat du kan maximum
Sigma! This isn't the route.
Vi do guarantee a success at the level of that.
We just lost most of our HP.
Oh my god, yeah, we're losing all of our HP. What happened?
I'm guessing that we're in a restricted part of the tower. That's kind of enchantment.
Yeah.
Holy lordy.
Each Grim takes 25%. Oh, each Grimoire takes 25% HP. Wow. Grimoire. So it makes the game harder if you take them, but gives you better loot.
Well, those are the tones. Brims are these little things on the ground here.
One more dead rat. The hoof rat's dead and gone. That's meat.
Alright. Kivus and Onshores, I think they have a Grimoire. You seen their inventory? They have 2 books each?
Yeah, I have
Incoming
one too.
pack.
Oh, I see them.
You see?
In
Those are
their-
Grimoires, I
yeah,
think.
yeah. In their potions slot.
Yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes when the storm vermins, when they're on fire, that they're storm vermins.
Yeah.
So you end up attacking them and you're like way bouncing
Make
off
the
and you're
rat
wrecked. Oh, what the fuck? Flashing lights.
Oh, look at ammunition. This body of weak flesh.
Not long for the world, witch hunter.
Alright, here's the last tome over here.
I owe you one. Prove out.
Yay, thank
Don't
you.
stir me this time.
No, we're still
Fire
missing
the
one.
soul of
No,
everything.
there it is. Who do I use? Okay. Okay, everyone's just healing up and stuff. Alright, what's the game plan? I think I'm just gonna follow.
What took you so long? Anyway, here's the plan. I
Do it,
cast an
but you've got to survive and you're gonna protect these things.
You stay
You're gonna pick one of
alive
them though.
and defend my humble abode. Let me
What's he
know
saying?
when you are
I can't hear him. I think it has to do with these balls.
So many people do that strat over there, but I prefer this corner over here.
He wants to defend the corner and throw balls.
Kill them. Over there you won't spot
How do
it
we
quite
get
as
it?
fast. You come over here.
Ladder here.
Ammunition here. Potion.
I suggest you try to stay alive, at least until my spell is complete.
We'll hold them off and let him work in peace. Get ready.
Get up here, Golgi.
I'm right here. I'm right beside you.
Sigma.
Oh, okay.
The hordes are coming.
You not seeing?
Yep.
Defend.
Soon to be rid of the vermin with you here. Save
I
some
forgot to
for us.
refill on ammo. Was there ammo somewhere nearby? I fucked up. I should save my ammo.
Black powder, it's all here!
The Skaven's faster than it looks.
The Packmaster Prince. He close, hook rat. You in my regiment.
Teleport. Flank off.
That's another. I will not be beaten by them.
Well, they have to watch over us.
Oh, they'll burn. They'll burn.
I'm channeling, so I implore you to defend
Highly
the
recommended
hordes,
sauna.
or else I won't be done before
The
winter.
other one. Bloody special trooper over here. Can we drop down?
Get
from
ready. The pack is coming.
Protect the wards
the I'm
now.
standing at right now.
So do we have to protect all different ones? I guess we do.
The other corner.
The mutant rodent scum are attacking the wards. Stay back! Throwing black powder!
Thank you.
Over there!
Fucker.
Too many injuries!
You missed one.
Gutter runner!
Winds of Urgu, ghosts of
I
grey.
got you, big girl.
Oh, there's an assassin. Assassin near him, yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Shit.
Over there! Over there!
Oh, we. Behind you. Punch. Oh, fuck. Oh, I am dead.
man like you has a place killing Skaven.
Ooh wee.
Here, ammunition.
This
Someone gave
mob's
me a healing
rich
pack.
with roots.
Thank you. Let's get pissed.
Now that's what I call shadow magic. My work is done.
His work is done.
Lone is safe for now, so no need to pester me.
Wait.
Good day.
Oh, is there a
That'll
tome to
do.
pick
Oh
up?
yeah,
They've had enough.
Go pick it up.
Yay! We did it!
Ooh, that one was.
Oh, that one was hard. I mean, especially because we had someone to those grimoires and with no health at the end.
Yeah, but now we get to do mega super awesome rolls.
Yeah, we might get like some legendaries here.
Better. 3 dice, 2
Look at all those
grimoires,
dice.
2 bonus dice.
Shrine of Solace has been unlocked.
Crossbow.
Oh, so much XP for that one.
Sword and shield.
Alright.
Come on, motherfuckers. 4. 1 below.
Oh, me too. Let's go one below as well. I got a trinket,
Oh, I
I
got a
think.
sweet fucking gun.
Bone saw,
Grudge
the
Raker.
pocket.
Oh, it's the fucking dwarves gun. I didn't even get a fucking hunter gun.
Sadness. I got a trinket that lets me revive allies faster.
Yeah, it was hard to hear Kavist. It was hard to hear
Yeah,
him
we
in-game.
haven't had our. Yeah, we need to like boost player
In-game
boost.
audio, yeah. We haven't messed with the settings too much yet. Alright, we're gonna return to the inn and then we'll head back to the talk screen and let's hear your initial impressions, Golgi.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I wasn't drawing the parallel to Left 4 Dead until you mentioned it, but yeah, the 4 players, it shares a lot of similarities. Even the escape.
Yeah, the crescendo events
Up and about, eh? Come
are
on
like
down.
very
will ya?
similar to Left 4 Dead.
Rested, healed, good. Because I've got another
Are you on
job
talk
for
screen?
you, and it won't
Yep,
keep.
I am now.
Alright. Give me a sec.
Yeah, that's distance. That's the exact strategy I think we adopt is wherever Antros or Kavist were, just go
that's
over
what
there.
we did.
So yeah, initial thoughts. Art and graphics.
I think the game looks great.
Yeah,
the game's
it's-
phenomenal. Like they hit the perfect level of like dark, because they need to set the mood, right? It needs to be a dark game. But you know, everything that you need to like look at is bright. So for example, like the storm vermin guys were dressed in red.
Yep.
Right, and everyone else is pretty like grayish, like the normal dudes. And then there's the big glowing green stuff that was the
gunner and the assassin and the
gunner, assassin, and the
the
lobber.
chemical guy.
Yeah, Yeah, so like like everything is like easy to see. I don't think there was like a single time when I was like lost when it comes to I don't know what I was looking at. Like maybe only sometimes when like the storm vermins were on fire, but that's like a very like quarantine situation, and like everything's on fire. It's supposed to be chaotic anyway, so I don't
I
mind
will
that as
say
much.
the dwarf in your character, just because I think you were wearing a hood and a lot of the vermin wear hoods, I was constantly like taking swipes at you.
Yeah, thankfully there is no um friendly fire. Like that's one of the bigger differences I think between Left 4 Dead and this one, right? Because Left 4 Dead is a first-person shooter. It's a shooter and not a like first-person action game. So obviously that game has friendly fire. This game doesn't, and I'm assuming friendly fire on Nightmare. Oh my god, there is friendly fire on
That's
hard.
what I
That's
figured.
crazy.
Yeah, and
Wow,
left.
but you're swinging your sword. That must be
Yeah.
really hard to
Well,
like.
Left 4 Dead is the same way because in the lower difficulties there's no friendly fire, but when you get to the higher difficulties,
Only
it's
on easy. No, only on easy. Normal
Is
has
that really
friendly
the
fire.
only one? Oh,
Yep.
okay. Yeah.
Normal has really weak friendly fire. Hard has like friendly fire, and like the nightmare version is like one shot kill your teammates.
Yeah.
But like the only range friendly fire. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Cause yeah, melee friendly fire.
Oh, that would be
friendly
crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause like when they told me like Nightmare had friendly fire, it's like melee and then friendly firing people. Like that'll be super hard to control because because guns and arrows are like dots, right? They're very easy to like aim over your guy's shoulder and stuff like that. But like swipes, they cover your entire screen, so it'd be impossible not to hit your teammates. Apparently, they tried melee friendly fire in early development and it sucked. I can definitely see
Yeah,
that.
I can imagine.
That's a good choice. Yeah, that's super difficult to play around.
There's I would like to. I'm a little disappointed because I didn't get any freaking items for the chosen hero that I had done. Obviously, we can switch at any time. It looks like it's an account level, not a hero specific level.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
And I'm assuming, like, since you unlock items every single time you beat stuff, I mean, that was our first night, and we had some help, but I felt like we were getting the hang of it pretty well towards the end of that. And
I definitely think we are not going to be able to play hard by ourselves with bots. Not yet.
yeah, it would be hard, but like, I wouldn't mind opening it up to like, I mean, it depends how good we get. I think if we get good enough, we should be able to do it on hard. The two of us, and because like this feels very Left 4 Dead-ish, and in Left 4 Dead you could beat Nightmare by yourself with your bots, like if you get good enough.
Yeah.
So it really depends, but it seems like just take it slow and easy. Yeah. It seems like they say you get better loot on a higher difficulty. So yeah, if you want to take it slower and get some loot before you try a higher difficulty, you can do lower difficulty until you get enough loot to go on higher difficulty to get better loot.
Distance was saying in the long run, loot doesn't matter that much, and I can see that. Yeah, you might get better improved damage, but it seems like the core of the game is good positioning and reaction and skill. Yeah.
Yeah, and when people I was getting like getting used to dodging a little bit towards the end of like those runs, and then yeah, that mobility really does help. Like circling enemies by just constantly like strafe dodging, like meant you like dodge a lot of attacks, because like not all the rats really swipe sideways. It seems like they kind of poke or like hit overhead. So like the sideways dodging movement seemed to just eliminate a lot of damage. I still didn't block a lot though.
Yeah, I didn't block at all. I didn't block. I pushed one time, I think. And even at the end, I kind of forgot about dodging, so I'm going to have to get used to that, or at least get punished enough that I remember to do it.
Yeah, no, I think the game's a lot of fun. I was a super big fan of Left 4 Dead. I played that game a whole lot during high school, and this kind of seems like the return to that, and I'm kind of happy that I found it. And there seems like there's a lot of maps, because that single like area that we were doing has like 6 maps or whatever, and then there are like bunch of DLCs I saw in there that also I'm assuming has a bunch of big areas, and it's like the DLCs are like $10 each.
Oh wow!
And those have like 6 maps, and like that's a lot of content.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's those maps too. Like, I always hate the first time you ever play a map because you feel so lost.
Yeah. The first time you play, like, this was the same feeling that I had in Left 4 Dead as well. Man, whenever they made like a new map in Left 4 Dead and you're trying to explore for the first time.
Yeah, a new Counter-Strike map, a new Left 4 Dead map, a new Battlefield map.
Any shooter map too.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. And then it's like, but in multiplayer, in competitive multiplayer games like Counter-Strike, like it feels terrible because some people know the map better than you, and then they have such a huge advantage. At least it's a co-op game, and like thanks to the fact that like we had like Kavist and Antros with us that like could guide us. But like, man, that wizard tower, can you imagine how much of a struggle it would have been for us to be able to try to navigate that for the first time by ourselves?
That one spot where the doorway, where the dimensions flip, you know, in the
it went 90 degrees sideways.
If you go to the bottom, if you drop to the bottom, you have to go all the way back up around. I feel like we probably would have done a couple laps of that, just dropping to the bottom and like figuring our way around.
Yeah, and like we played very few games, but like the games seem to have all of them have like very unique set pieces, I suppose that's like the word for it. Right, the first map we played, we had to blow up a door with the kegs, and the second map we had this like defend these totems things, and it seemed like they were saying that only one totem will stay alive. I guess if you keep more totems alive, the map finishes faster or something.
So I will say I don't think I've played a first person that has instancing like that one had, where each one of us saw a different section of the map on the
that was cool
middle map. It didn't affect anything very much, but just the thought that went into making that shows lots of idea and constructive ideas and innovation. Not as, I guess not innovation is the right word, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? That uniqueness.
Yeah. No, I mean that's kind of like it's like a nice little lore touch to it, right? And it's something that we wouldn't have discovered until like we played with different characters sort of thing, and then it makes sense. But
I probably wouldn't have noticed until like the third or fourth time I went through there with different characters. Like, oh wait, this is new now. Yeah, Vermintide 2 actually is out or coming soon?
Q1. It says first quarter of 2018, so it'll be out in like a few months.
We got a lot of work to do then.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited. I'm want to get deeper into the game, see if we can, I guess, beat the game in a way. I mean, you never beat these games, but beat at least every single map once and see how far we can get with our heroes and stuff like that. And since there's so many 5 heroes you can play, right? There's a lot of gameplay variations you can do. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. All right, everyone. My name is Wyvrex. This here is Golgi. Over on that side is Golgi App. You can find us on Twitter at Dota Brews for me, at Golgi App, or at JT Golgi App for him. Yep, at JT Golgi App. We do CSL for Dota 2, a college league casting every Tuesday and Thursday. We're going to be filling our Wednesdays here with some playthroughs of different games. Our first game that we picked was Warhammer Vermintide. We'll be doing this every Wednesday, roughly around 6 my time, 5 p.m. Western. What's that?
PST?
-8.
I mean
UTC. It seems like there's a lot of Euros here as well. I think Antros and Kavist were both Euros. Big shout outs to them. Thanks for coming and joining us. That was
do you remember who hosted us at the start? That was very nice.
Yeah, I was gonna MK Ultra Kill hosted us, and Silkpaw hosted us as well. Big shout outs to you guys. Shout outs to the guys that came in. I like already that this game has that kind of a community around it, a small tight knit community.
Yeah, I didn't expect for us to get any viewers, honestly. First time doing this and having like 10 plus viewers the whole time. It's very nice. And Silky Paws.
And in case you've noticed, we've gone for extremely low budget production on the on the visuals for the stream. With
this was like a first trial run, but
this wasn't even a pilot episode. This was like the this was rehearsal for the pilot episode.
Yeah.
But you guys are great,
Yeah.
so thanks for coming out. And we'll be back next Wednesday doing the same thing, playing a little bit more.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, have a good night. I will see you later. Golgi, I will see you tomorrow for CSL.
For sure.